Next time you feel stressed, I want you to go outside, take your shoes off. If it's cold and snowing where you're at, go to the store and get some sesame seed oil. Now make sure you get an old pair of socks because they're going to get a little greasy. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. And then last but not least, hell, just think about what's worst case scenario. It ain't going to happen. And if it does, big deal, you already accepted it. God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy. Can I get an amen? I'm telling you, boys, we're going to talk about anxiety today. And Lordy, God was testing me last week. Where do we start? Well, my granddaughter fractured her arm. My pregnant daughter got put in the hospital because of her heart condition. No, she don't have a heart condition, but the baby, I don't know. You women, if you're out there listening to me, you understand the baby thing and the heart palpitations. Anyway, she went to the hospital, scared as death, there for a day, all good, on medication, life good. But that still adds to the anxiety. And I had a couple subcontractors call and make some changes to the plans. I'm a person that deals with calendars. I'm a planning person. I want to hit it and go. And when somebody changes my calendar, it just stresses the hell out of me. But I jump through some hoops and I'll be damned to turn around and then show up again, second time. Now, after looking back, it's all good and worked out well, but it just adds to your list. Matter of fact, I had so many last week, I wrote them down. Lowe's, they didn't deliver something. I needed it. Why? They don't know. They decided that I didn't need that and refunded that product. I called my person there, say, hey, what's going on? Well, we don't know. And, well, I need it. You have to come get it. Well, hell, that was the whole point of having it delivered. You know what I mean? Ooh, my right-hand lady, Crystal, she had to move. So I am Crystalless today and I guess the rest of my life. Now I got to find a new office manager. And I'm doing double the work. Boy, I miss her. Did I say I missed her? I do. Oh boy. Had an important Zoom meeting that I had to get to. They didn't show up. They replied back, oh, sorry. And I had to redo it on Monday. So it's just whatever. Life goes on, right? And you got to look back. God tested me. And we're going to talk about then how to deal with that type of stuff. Now, you're going to have anxiety. And I say anxiety. I've had anxiety attacks. And that's because I had some bad medication. That was a side effect. And I realized your anxiety attacks are when you get scared and you don't have no reason to be scared. There's nothing. Now, I can't say that I had anxiety last week, but it's more of an overwhelm of so many things going bad all at the same time. So what did I do? I could feel it coming on, and boy, I had to get outside. So I went outside. Now, I do a little praying. I got away from everything, sat in the sun a little bit, did some praying. The Lord be with me. I know you're trying to, maybe you're testing me. Help me have faith that it's all going to work out. And it did. And I don't care if you're rich or poor, you're going to have issues. Now, having some money makes those issues a little easier to deal with, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to have it, and you got to deal with it to move forward. So one of the ways to deal with it, obviously, is go outside, get away from it, walk around the building, whatever. Take your shoes off. Now, that sounds silly, but take your shoes off, put your feet in the grass. It helps your body discharge. All that bad stuff goes away. Sounds silly, I know. I got a buddy, Dr. Louis Fastola, there in New York City, and he gave me some helpful hints, and that's one of them. The other one, and this might sound stupid, but he told Ivanka's mom, to do this. And I figured it's good for Ivana, it's good for me. You get you some sesame seed oil. I know. It's in the grocery store, pretty cheap. You rub it on your feet before you go to bed at night. Wait about 10 or 15 minutes. Even if you're worried about it, put socks on. It's going to help you sleep. It's going to help you de-stress. Trust me. My mom and dad thought I was crazy. I talked my dad into doing it. Took a little bit. He did it. But damn, she does it more often than not. When she'll just rub his feet for him and it takes it out and he goes to sleep. With that being said, there's one more thing I guess we can talk about as far as helping anxiety. Years ago, I read the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a very good book. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. Make sure I want to put a link to that in the old notes down below. But that book talks about anxiety and how to deal with it, stress in general. And I'll tell you what happened. I've been a member of the Lions Club for over 30 some years here in my local community. And I was in charge of the tractor pull that week. Now, you boys out in the country, you'll know what the tractor pull is. Some boys in the city may not know. If you get a chance, go to one. It's kind of cool. Anyway, truck and tractor pull. Anyway, I was in charge of it. And my jaw started hurting. Couldn't even open my mouth. What the hell? I got nervous because my dad had lockjaw one time. Hell, all I could eat for lunch was pizza. And it's kind of funny now, but it wasn't very funny then. He was in a lot of pain, couldn't open your mouth. And I thought, oh, Lord, I done come on lockjaw. So I went to Mom and said, Mom, I know Dad had it one time. What is wrong with me? And she says, there's nothing wrong with you. You're stressed. That's what do you mean? Are you gritting your teeth? And I realized that week or 2 weeks of taking care of the tractor pull, getting all stuff ready, I was so under stress, I was gritting my teeth. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this right now. There ain't nothing out in this world that is worth your health over stress. And I thought, this is stupid. I'm hurting myself over a damn tractor pull, which doesn't make a hill of beans. What happens? And I want it to be successful, yeah, but the point is, don't hurt yourself over silly things. So I stretched my mouth out. I did some stretching exercise and so forth, but the same point goes. It's stress. Deal with it. Use it to your advantage. But don't ever, ever, ever let get your health down. As you recall, I probably died. Well, I didn't probably die. I almost died. And my immune system was down. I was stressed. Don't let it get to you. It ain't worth it. So why did I bring that up? Well, Dale Carnegie's course, and I did for 12 weeks in St. Louis, but in the book, it talks about it too. When you're stressed and you know you're stressed, think about what could be the worst thing that happened. And once you get crazy about it if you want to, but once you've accepted the worst thing that happened, everything else is easy. And 9 times out of 10, I would say 99%, that worst thing's not going to happen. I'm sure you guys all had to make phone calls or have meetings that you just dreaded, and all worked out at the end. Same thing. You're getting something worked up over something that hasn't happened yet. That's really what stress is. So, that being said, the next time you feel stressed, I want you to go outside, take your shoes off. If it's cold and snowing where you're at, go to the store and get some sesame seed oil. Now make sure you get an old pair of socks because they're going to get a little greasy. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. And then last but not least, hell, just think about what's worst case scenario. It ain't going to happen. And if it does, big deal, you already accepted it. That being said, everyone, if you guys want to talk about stress and how to deal with it, or something I can help you with to get out of that stress, show notes below, there's a link. Link up, we'll have a little session there. We'll talk about how that can happen. Also, we can talk about how we can free up some free time, 10 hours a week, 40 hours a month. We can free that up so you can become that hard hat CEO. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next week on another episode. Hard hat CEO. Bye-bye.